Alright guys, we're trying to clean up a log. I put my winch around it. Let's see if she'll drag it back.
Low, super low, and high range. I got it in super low, reverse. And I have a flat tire. Oh, it's spinning. Gonna have to use four-wheel. Four-wheel drive. Like nothing. This is a work quad.
Alright, we're unburying this old lawn tractor. We'll see if we can get it running after sitting all winter. Alright guys, this is 2-stroke gas for the chainsaw. But since this has been sitting, it'll actually be good for the valves and stuff.
Yeah.
So I'm only going to put a little bit in here, and then we're going to fill it with some regular gas later. We got to check the oil. See, we got oil at least. Always check it twice.
Why?
Sometimes I get a false reading.
It's probably almost full.
It's got oil. Let's see if the battery's dead. Yeah, I'm gonna have to hold the choke because the choke doesn't work on this. Well, she fired right up as you saw. But we got 2 flat tires here in the back. So we got to fix the tires and we got a bent blade. I rebuilt this whole deck a couple years ago with new pulleys and everything. So we just went and picked this thing up for free. 7-speed, shift on the go. We originally wanted the tires, but they said take the whole thing. Looks like the belt's off it. Said it was a brand new battery, a couple 22, so maybe we get that going. And the only thing wrong with this one, when you stop using it, the steering bushing down there. But down in there, that gear is slipping. I think the bushing is just shot. So if we change that bushing, and probably have to clean the carb and everything on this, maybe change fuel lines. It's got some oil. We'll have another mower, actual newer mower. As far as I know, everything else is good on it. So we need these back tires. Let's see if they hold air.
Sounds like they do.
He said 2 of them have tubes in them, so this might be a tube. That'd be awesome if these 2 had tubes in them.
One's off the rim.
This one's off the bead. I just hooked this up. And this battery is good. That's amazing. It's not even plugged in. It's got 12.6 volts. She's low. She's out of gas, it looks like. Definitely out of gas. Alright. Let's pop this. Yep, that'll have to be cleaned. Look at this old oil. 10W40 premium. This says 10W30, but I'm gonna do an oil change, and something's better than nothing. Now, I don't know how old this oil is, but it's old, but look at how clean it looks. Let's check her now. Yeah, I know we're fighting the rain. She's up a little higher. I think she's good enough to turn over and see if she'll run. This is that 2-stroke gas. I think it won't hurt it after it's been sitting for a while. Only put a little bit in. I mean, it doesn't look dark, but it is a lot of oil in there. Careful you don't get dirt in there. So there's about that much in it. Should be enough to fire. Here, let me know. Alright, so we're gonna choke her. Choke cable's free. So give her a crank. Keep going.
Probably gonna have to clean the carburetor.
Just keep stopping.
Shut off, shut off.
It's because I didn't have my foot on that thing.
No, it's because the starter's
One
getting
more
messed
time.
up. Go ahead. Okay,
Try again in a couple seconds.
this needs to be cleaned.
Oh yeah, that definitely needs to be clean.
I took the air cleaner off, guys. Let's hold this. Alright, let's see if we can get her to pop, guys. Put a little bit of gas down. Intake. Alright, we'll see if she pops. That starter's hanging up. That's alright, try again. Shut it all the way off. Try it again. Starter's gonna need some work. Oh, come on.
I'll try it one more time.
I can bang on it. I'm gonna have to take this cover off so I can see what's going on. I don't think the Bensex is kicking out. So I pulled that fuzz off and I blew that filter out. So now we won't suck anything in our motor. And this starter ain't gonna work, I know. So the Bendex or something is not kicking up or kicking down. Like she was gonna run though. Probably just needs the carb cleaned. Yeah guys, I wanted to let you know the tractor also came with its own shrubbery. But I got these 3 screws out. I'm gonna try and get that cover off so we can see what's going on with the starter. I think I have to take that out. And we'll go from there. Well, I got the cover off. The only 2 bolts you had to do is unloosen these 2, and that came right off. But look what I found. Is that an eggshell? No, some kind of nut, some kind of nest in here. Now we can see what's going on with the starter. Yeah, so the starter's not kicking up. Probably because all that nest got wrapped in there. We'll get that all cleaned out and give it another shot. So I put the air cleaner back on so we don't get anything in the carb.
Should it not be starting because the belt's off?
No.
Oh.
Yuck. All the belt does is control the mower part. And also, all of these magnets, I believe, are for the magneto. So I might have to sand all them down to get spark, because they The coil reads those when to spark. Through this coil, reads those magnets. So I'll probably have to sand them down too, but see if we can get it turned over again. I sprayed the starter again inside it. Just keep going off on, off on. Taking the starter off, this bolt, and this is your positive electric feed. So I got this bolt turning, and it's starting to strip out. It's very tight. I sprayed it. I'm gonna have to remove this gas tank mount to even get that bolt out for the starter, because it's gonna back right into this plate. It's a star bit. I think if I just take this side of the gas tank off, I'll have room to get to that bolt. So that should give us much more room. Yep, now we can do this.
Cool beans.
Alright, so 12 millimeter. Just watch how tight this is. I've already done this like 3 or 4 times. It's not really loosening up. It's much easier without that gas tank there.
Has anybody ever?
It's starting to loosen up, kind of. And then we can see what's going on with the starter. I'm almost betting it sucks some of that nest in. I still can't believe it's that hard coming off.
Still like that?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm recording and
And if that breaks off in there, we're in deep trouble.
yeah, because then how are we gonna get it out? Oh,
Yep,
it's coming.
It is, but you have to drill it out.
All right, we'll come back to you.
Well, I got some PB blaster in there. Now I can get a socket on it. I got it all loosened up. And I should disconnect my battery, because this is probably, oh, it shouldn't be hot unless the key is turned on. But still a good idea to disconnect your battery. Yeah, look, that bolt was pretty rusted.
Mm-hmm.
Alrighty, we got the starter off. Oop. We got the starter off. And that locator pin was dirty. So we'll clean that up. Here she is. She's not going to work because she's not grounded. See when I turn the key? It just clicks the relay back there, but I'm going to hook some jumper cables up and we'll test her out. The only problem I think we're having is that isn't lifting up and engaging with the flywheel. So we'll lube it up real well and see what we can do. And now you can get a better sight at why this is bad. Was parked anyway. This is just jumping around. Yeah, I did. I turned it back on. As you guys can see, this starter wheel is supposed to pop up, but it's not popping up. I've oiled it, sprayed it, and it's not working. So now I'm going to take this inside and tear it apart. Well, I've got it in the house. I broke these 2 screws free. I'm going to pull the tip off and see if I can see anything. If I can't, I'm going to go in the back, pull the back off. There's 1 more screw there. 3 screws in the top. I got the top off it. Some of that, there's some dirt and gunk in here. Uh-oh. There's a washer. Maybe it's just wedged
It looks
against
like
this
that needs
piece.
to be cleaned and stuff.
Yeah, I'm going to clean that before we put it back together. That part's working, we know. We just got to focus on getting this gear to move on this shaft. This is what it's supposed to look like. That spins up, hits the Bendex, and then comes down. Somehow that was jammed all the way down on here. So I'm going to clean all these threads out real good. and hopefully we won't have that problem again. We'll put her back together. There. Thing should work better.
Well, now to see how it does.
Yep. Oh, sorry.
It's okay.
Alright, yeah. Just turn the key and see what happens. Oh, ho, ho, ho. You okay? It's throwing stuff. But it's running. Hold on. Come back here, Allie. Hey, we got a runner. So now we just need to put the gas tank back on, put the cover back on, get that tire fixed, and fix the steering. And we got a mower.
You remind me of Tails.
Yeah.
How
Well, I got the tire on the bead with a ratchet strap and a jack. Got my hand pretty good when I undid the ratchet strap. But I wanted to make sure she was seated. So there she is. All 4 tires aired up. She's running. We just need to fix that steering. We're going to jack this bad girl up. Try to get the bent blade off it and go find the blade. This jack does have quite a 2-foot reach or so. Yeah, it's bending a little bit, but not too bad. Got that jack in the front, got this one here. Let's see. This is our bent blade, as you can see. So we're gonna pull it off. I had to reposition the jack. This is sketch AF, but let's see what happens. And we got her. There we have our bent blade off. It's kind of hard to tell by looking at it, but definitely tell. Well, I got 2 new blades. They came in a set for like 50 something bucks. So yeah, I'll throw these on and keep the one that's not bent as a spare. Alright, just gassed her up. Got the new blade on. And we'll put some slime in these tires to see if it helps. So we're going to shake that for 30 seconds vigorously. We're going to use this to remove our valve stem. We're going to make sure our valves are at the top of the tire. 8 pumps in each. We'll fill her up with air and we'll see how she does. So this is the tool they give us to remove the valve stem. Alright, we've been shaking that for a while. Let's see how this works. I've never used this kind. Guess you just stick it on and...
I think there's a plastic piece you need to take off or something.
Yeah, it does look like it. Yeah. Live and learn, folks. There's a plastic piece here. Oh!
Yeah. So maybe you have to turn it to loosen it so the thing can pump. it goes.
All right. So we'll do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 8. It says 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. We'll try 12. Did the same thing on this side. We'll just air it up now. And then we'll take off with it and spread the slime around. And then mowed quite a bit, and the slime's still holding in the tires, so that's good. Starting the bike on a rainy morning, watching the moisture burn off, satisfying. Ah, that smells good. See all the steam coming off from sitting out in the rain all night. Alright guys, we're back on the red tractor here. The steering column finally showed up. As you saw, we have it running. So first step is you pop this out. And I'm gonna have to get that bolt out. Alright, I've got a 1/2 inch on my impact. I've seen guys strap this down with a ratchet strap, but I think I won't have to with the impact. It's coming. That's coming hard. There she be.
So there's just one bolt or whatever pretty much that goes down in there that
One
makes
here.
the thing steer.
One here. There's one screw on the bottom.
Oh, so that's the metal piece you have, I'm guessing, in that box.
We're changing the steering column.
So all the steering wheel does is just spin on that little bolt? Or
There's splines in
does
here.
this whole thing turn?
The whole thing turns. As you can see, there's splines in here. So it turns your wheel. Now I'm going to take these screws out. There's 4 screws that hold the gas tank bracket in, just to get the gas tank out of the way.
Oh, what's that bolt? You might have to move that too.
No, I don't. I already had the gas tank out.
Oh.
Yeah.
What are we looking for?
Torx bit that'll fit that. There's one.
Wow, that was great. Last time you set the bolts there, it wasn't that great. Put them in there.
Now as you'll see, the gas tank's falling out. Along with my bit fell.
Uh-oh. How come every time?
I'm going to take these screws on the other side out. There's 2 in the same spot. Now the gas tank's free. I shouldn't have filled it the other day.
I was like, why is it so heavy?
You can just pull it out of the way like that.
Wow.
Here's our column. There's 1 screw on the bottom. See, this shaft ain't even that bad. There's some wear on the teeth. But that bushing is the thing that's stopping it from working. As soon as I change that, there won't be all display. Alright guys, I have this set up very precariously. And that screw right there is the one we need to get to. I've taken the pin out of the deck. I'm going to try and lower the deck down a little bit. Alright, I have the deck down very precariously. I'm an idiot, so do not do this if you're working on your own lawn tractor. So the deck's with the shovel, lawnmower with the hoe. Now I should be able to get in there with my impact screwdriver and back that screw out. Ready? This thing's hard to use.
Oh, the deck's coming.
That's all right.
I'm getting scared. Why do you have to do that?
It's an impact, so when it pushes in, it's supposed to turn to the left and loosen it.
I don't see it turning.
Yeah, it's probably never been off. When in doubt, grinder it out. I just gotta prop these belts out of the way with a stick or something. I'm gonna try and come in here and not hit my belts and cut that bolt, that screw. Almost. I think I need to put a bigger wheel on it. I just took that and spun it around. And as you can see, I'm almost through now. I'm going to cut through the other side. Very safe. Yeah. Alright guys, remember, safety first.
Yeah, what about my
I
safety?
got safety glasses on.
What about the recorder's safety?
Stay back. My disc. Let's see if I can just pop this off.
She's still on pretty good, I think.
We got the washers, that's all we needed. Now the steering shaft shall come out.
Oh, I didn't know that it would just come right out. Yeah, see, that's a problem. I think you got to get the bolt off.
Oh no, we just gotta take it out the bottom. That's all. Alright. Now I gotta line it back up. Oh. Now we might have to cut, let's just cut the steering shaft in half.
I can line it up into the bottom.
Well, the thing is, maybe with the bushing it'll come out. We'll see. Kinda got me stumped. That's gonna be annoying. Alright.
Now we can pull her out the bottom somehow.
Yep. We should be able to. That's gonna be hot.
Yeah. Oh my.
I gotta unplug the lights. Alright guys, I'm taking the hood off. Hood off. Now I believe I gotta take this section off.
Which are the bolts right there.
There's 2 bolts, one on each side, and they are 3/8. Never be able to get the new one in, so it's because of this bearing up here. I can't slide it down through because the bearing's too tight, so it has to come up through and then into the slot. Which you'll see in a second. That's already missing one screw. Alright, that piece is off. Now, are you watching this?
Yep. Bolts are down here. There's two. Oh, 1, 2.
Yeah. These two down here. So this was a little more in depth than I thought it was going to be. But we'll get her done. Yes, we shall. So we push this down. Now that's out of the way.
Yeah.
That can just dangle. Now here's our problem. Is this piece we got to take off so we can slide it up over the shaft.
How? Because this piece is connected to
You
that.
can unhook that.
Are you going to remember which bolts go where?
And if we don't, you're recording.
Yeah. Hopefully.
Yeah. I don't have the right attachment for my impact to do this, or we'd already be done. Love you, babe. Thanks for recording and helping.
Love you. You teach me things.
I've never done this. I'm learning as
I sometimes bitch about recording, guys, which I'm sure you all know.
No, I try to edit that part out.
Oh, well,
you know.
another part that'll be edited out.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm watching. I'm getting bit, Cole. No, by a mosquito.
No, it should be able to make something happen here. We might have to just cut the clip on that arm, and then we're golden.
I think that comes right at.
No.
Oh, no. It's.
Look. Now that we can do this. You see, did you get that? I folded it forward. Now we need our new shaft. This is how the shaft came.
Ooh.
Now this is that bushing that went bad. See how tight that fits in there? There's no play really. Tiny bit. There's our new screw for the bottom and our washer. So this bushing, all it does is sit in here.
Does it spin or anything?
No. Then the steering shaft comes in. And we got steering again. See the wheels?
Wow.
Then we gotta take this. We are gonna have to unhook this rod, unfortunately. So we'll set this aside. So to get this rod unhooked, you see the pegs? You just line the pegs up. There's one on each side.
Oh,
And bingo.
out.
So now we can put our shaft in with our new bushing.
Now you can ride this mower and I can ride the other one.
Yep.
And we can
Then
mow the yard twice as fast, guys. We have such a big yard. It's so exciting.
3 acres.
When we finally get it mowed, it's like, yay.
We put this back in, and that will hold it in place somewhat. We got to get a rod hooked back up. might be a little tricky. Put the rod in here now.
I don't think that's in the right way, that thing, because it didn't look like that at first. That thing on the side was lined up in that thing.
Well, this is our parking brake assembly, so we might have to mess with that.
Oh, I think you just clipped it in. No.
Yeah, because when I release the parking
Well, I'm
brake,
just saying
this will
it
come
looks,
up.
because
I
that
think it's
little,
right.
see that little tab? I thought it was in that space for the tab right there.
No, I think that's how you get it out.
Okay. Oh, yeah. Yeah, you're right. That would make sense. That would
Now,
make sense.
we're going to hook our dash back up. I really wish I had my impact. But we're going to put these 4 bolts back in. We'll come back to you. Alright guys, since we have this up, we're going to go ahead and clean off the top of the deck. All the leaves and stuff, where we can't reach here. Get all the stuff out of here. Get her sprayed down.
Yeah, we will. You can do that.
You think I should have spray off the front clip?
Yeah, in a second. We got to get this done, hun. We
I
got
don't
to
see any
get you socks.
grease fittings either. That kind of stinks. Unless they're underneath. I doubt it. Yeah, I don't see any. The deck don't look bad though underneath. Pretty clean deck. Nice clean in the Jeep. She's gonna go hike for Danny. We're gonna spray the hood down, the seat, all of it. While I got this up, I'm gonna go ahead and spray any linkage that moves. Oh, I was gonna, but I'm out of blaster. Oh, that'll be for another day because I'm out of blaster. Alrighty guys, I got that down in there with the bushing, lined up with the teeth. So I got that in there. I gotta hold it in there and get the screw in here somehow without dying.
They look brand new, Dad.
Yeah, they look great. Good job, honey. And this will hold it in place.
Ew, what does that smell?
Gas is leaking. Oh no, it's the PB blaster I sprayed. Let's see if I can use this as a
Gas
screwdriver.
is leaking. If there's gas leaking, you have a problem.
Well, it is up on its. Alright, I'm gonna hit it with the impact a couple times. That's pretty tight. I'm gonna try and put this deck back up. We got the deck back up. We'll put our clip back in. Make sure all our belts are.
The belts on it are good.
I mean, they're a little dry rotted, but I think they'll work.
For now.
There, I got the belt
No.
back on.
Okay. You
We're
sure?
just gonna spray the deck quick.
All right. Just making sure.
I'm surprised there's no grease fittings on anything. I wish there was.
So you guys could even get a close up.
Is that a grease fitting? No. No grease fitting. But it is in pretty good shape so far. I would say that's pretty good. Alright, now we're just dropping this down.
Oh, the gas.
Yeah.
I'd pick that up
Good
first.
thing for that fuel line.
A little leakage.
Could be worse. Because we are ready to roll, baby. Now we'll get her put back together. Then we got to figure out something to do with the tires.
That slime, we'll try it.
How'd you get it down?
I just lifted it down.
Oh, wow.
I tried to lift it and I got it, the front of it, like up to here. And I just couldn't get the strength the rest of the way to
No worries.
push
How
it.
much does it weigh? Like a couple hundred pounds at least.
Well, we have this out. We might as well clean out in here.
Oh, she's by her car.
The old-
Love you. Bye.
Love you, bye, honey. Come
Love
give me
you.
a hug.
Yeah, give us a hug. I filled her thing up with a little bit of fresh water from the fridge so it's cold. Love you.
Awesome.
Love you.
Have a good time, honey.
All right.
Tell Dan she better keep her phone on.
Watch for tick. Don't be talking to strangers and stuff. If you think somebody's weird, you stay by Dan.
All right. Just like one time I saw some guy dressed up as a pirate in the store, and it wasn't even Halloween, so I just started hiding behind my dad.
Yeah.
Here's the old bushing. As you can see, it's all wallered out.
Oh, wow.
See how much play there was? That was letting the teeth strip. I probably could have got away with just changing this bushing. Hey guys, I was gonna grease where that bushing and that sits in there. I was gonna force some grease in there where it spins.
Love.
I'm out of grease. So
Okay, put like oil or something.
I'll just have to get some grease and reach in here later. But yeah, that's nice and tight. I'm pretty sure we're gonna have steering again. We're gonna put the gas tank back in.
Come here, Mac. Come here, buddy.
I just want to line the holes up. And get a screw. Stupid. Someday when I make some money, I will get new tools. And now our gas tank's back in. We'll continue onward. This could be a little tricky to get lined up. And that screw goes there. Okay. We got her. Alright. I got that last bolt in down there. That other side was missing one. I pushed the steering wheel on. I made sure my wheels were straight. Splines were lined up. We'll put our 1/2-inch bolt back in. Get it started by hand. Then we'll use our impact to draw it down. I've only got it on the one setting on my gun. That's down. That's nice and tight. We should have steering, guys. Bingo. We have steering. It's a little tight right now because the hood's laying on that tire and that tire's completely flat off the bead and this tire's flat. So I think we'll pump these tires up. Maybe throw some slime in them. Drive this thing. Can't forget our cap. Bingo. Now we'll get the hood on. So you can get a tire back on the bead with a ratchet strap sometimes. You just want to put your strap around the center of the tire. Make sure it's in the center. what that's going to do is it's going to crush it down and push it out towards the rim. Then
I got that right on camera as soon as you did that.
Now this is what I did to my thumb the other day when I let that strap loose. It came loose quick. And I'm kind of scared to do it again.
Woo! You did it, babe.
Hell yeah. You want to lower that back down? See if it'll drive. First test on the free tractor. We changed the steering. Needs a little grease, but it isn't working. So, and we fixed the starter. Might smoke because we had it up in the air.
Both headlights. Pretty good line.
So it only had one speed when I was driving. It's because this little hammer down here was flipped up. So it wasn't catching the brake. So now I think my speed should work. Wrong place, but let's get this slime in here and see if we have more speeds.
And he wonders why I don't put caps back on.
I have to shake this.
It's coming out, I think.
Some weird stuff, guys. Tube went flat really quick. I mean this tire. 6, 7, probably a little much. But we don't want to worry about it. Did I even put that in right now? Idiot. Now we'll pump her back up and I'll take her for a ride right away. At least that stuff's environmentally friendly.
Hey! Do that strip.
The belt came off
Uh-oh.
on this side. I think there's a guard missing. Alrighty guys, that wraps up getting the free mower going and mowing. Couple more things I want to do to it. As you saw when I had the starter and the cover off, there's a bunch of weeds and stuff stuck behind that heat shield. I'm going to clean that out. I'm going to give it an oil change. Probably pressure wash it. I got to fix the tires. This one didn't pop off the bead, but it is going flat pretty quick. Actually, it's not too bad. The slime helped. So if you want to see any more work on this mower, and I actually just got offered 2 more free mowers. One's supposedly blown up and the other one just needs a battery. So we'll see. So stay tuned if you want to see that. But I'm glad we got this one up and running. That one's still going. We got 3 acres to mow. We just got to figure out tires.